What's up, y'all? This is Coach Raph. This is In Between the Yards, baby. Let's go. What's up, y'all? This is In Between the Yards. I got a special guest with me today, Semisi, the man with the plan, Mountain Ridge only, #1 running back. Just got you just signed to the Weaver. Throw him up. We about to get it started, man. So it's nice to meet you, brother. I'm glad you came out and took the time to join me on this beautiful day between the in between the yards. And I always start with 2 truths and a cap. So I gotta guess the cap. Go ahead, shoot.
Ooh. Let's see. I only played the first half of the season, this past season, and still led the team in rushing yards. Last year I didn't have any games under 100, 120 all-purpose yards. And then I was a two-way starter for 3 years.
120 yards a game. You had 120 yards a game? You was kicking. You was killing. What's the cap?
Two-way starter, 3 years, yeah.
Jesus.
I was only two-way starter.
So you started how many games?
I started every game from sophomore, but I only started running back for sophomore year. And then junior, I played both ways. Senior, I played both ways.
And you had 120 rushing yards every game?
Yeah.
Bruh. You nasty, man. That's what's up. So, yeah, man, for our viewers out there, tell them about yourself, brother. Are you from Utah or?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm from Utah, originally from West Valley, you know.
WV.
From the WV, but moved out to Harriman.
Okay.
Made the transition when Mountain Ridge first opened.
Okay.
About 5 years ago.
Okay.
And just been living ever since.
Shout out your coach. Who's your coach over there?
Hey, Coach Mayfu.
Yeah, hey, let's go.
Coach Mayfu, Coach Humanik, Coach Mo, all you guys.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Nah, man, you guys are special. Like we were talking about it. I thought you guys were gonna beat Lone Peak, and you went off. So like the thing is you know that's the beauty of it. How do you feel about like what you needed and what most kids need from their coaches? Like, and then like what's your biggest ick when it comes to coaches?
Oh man, I mean personally, I need just someone who keeps it real. You know.
That's what's
like,
up.
If I mess up, like I mess up, tell me I messed up. Like,
yeah.
If I gotta fix something, don't be like afraid to be like hurt my feelings. Like hurt my feelings.
Facts.
Make me better.
Yeah.
Biggest ick for sure is definitely like looking past like only looking at like the player and not the person. You know, like
facts.
If you can't like keep it real with me, like human to human, man to man, like
right.
Don't talk to me. Like,
no, facts. You want to have that genuine approach.
Yeah.
Like be all the way in or all the way out. Like you know what I mean. And so I think when it comes to that, like I'm like that too. I agree with you. Just keep it real. You know what I mean? And you can keep it real without being like hurtful. Like you know what I mean? Because the thing is, you know, you get some coaches that are passionate and they're like, hey, F this, blah, 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 you know. And then you get some guys that are just not passionate, just going through the motions, and that's no bueno. As far as like some of your success with running, obviously you're a specimen of a human being in D1. Let's go. But what is it that you look forward to going to Weber?
I look forward to the culture.
Okay.
Honestly, like, you know, being up there, like being like just getting recruited, the whole recruiting process, like going to different colleges, seeing their atmosphere, the like culture, seeing like the players, the coaches, how they interact with my family, like with each other. It's like, you know, Weber's a special place. Like going there with like all my official, just like seeing how like everything was so genuine with my family. Like they wanted me there, and like the players already knew me. Like it just clicked. And
that's what's up, man. Nah, you know it's dope, man. I mean, I feel like there's kids that I know that want to play, they want to get to the next level, man, but their grades are trash. You know what I mean? And then it's just like, dude, I don't care how good you are. If your grades are trash, man, you are going to have a tough road. Like it is what it is. So obviously you took care of it in the classroom. You took care of it on the football field. Who do you owe your success to, bro?
God, honestly, God.
Let's go.
That's who I owe it
Let's
to.
go. Let's go.
Definitely God. You know, He's blessed me a lot. You know, blessed me to be athletic, to play.
Yeah.
Also just be like, have the capacity in my mind to like understand the game. To
Gotcha.
Like, a level I can get to the next level, I guess.
Absolutely, man. When was the first time you started playing? You picked up that pigskin.
Shoot, like 6 years old, honestly, watching my older brother play.
That's
And,
dope.
picked it up, tried to go against him, got cleaned, like got put right on my butt. But
That's what's up.
yeah,
So you have any other any siblings or family members that play college ball or
yeah. So my uncle, who I'm named after, he played at the U back
Utes?
during when they won Alabama.
Oh, when they beat Bama? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
All
he
right.
played with them, and then I got just uncles here and there
Yeah.
that play. My cousin's going to BYU right now, and then
Okay.
got a few cousins up at Weber.
That's what's up, man. No, I actually that game when University of Utah beat Alabama. That was I want to say it was late '90s, early 2000s, something like that. But I do remember nobody believed it. Like no, yeah, it was actually early 2000s. No one believed it. That's what's up. So as far as like your family and stuff like that, are they very very supportive when it comes to football and all that good stuff and where you're trying to go?
Oh
Okay.
yeah, they're number one support system.
It's awesome, man.
Big family, big village. So
It takes a village to raise a child, man. I believe in that. Um, so you got what? So you graduate May,
Yeah.
the end of May,
And
and then what's the deal with you after that?
2-year mission.
To your
I gotta
May.
go serve.
Did you get your call?
No,
Your
I
calling?
just turned in my papers though.
Oh.
So we'll get it soon. We'll get it
Service, brother.
soon. Service.
Service is the best thing, and I think the closest thing to Christ. I believe in God, and I didn't. My mission was 8 years in the Navy, but that's different. But I feel that a lot of kids that I see, man. Actually, I call you guys kids, but you guys are young men. A lot of young men that I've had the pleasure of doing interviews with. One of the things I love is that a lot of you guys have the recipe for success. Family, God, family, right? Service. These are things that make you stick out. And I hope you guys are taking a look. You cannot get anywhere without the love of Christ, right? And so I'm not super religious or anything like that, but I grew up in the church myself. And so I think that dude, your mindset, you'll be blessed more. I mean, in abundance. The followings and the teachers. And I'm not gonna act like I know the Bible because it is what it is. But I feel like having that balance creates like the structure and the love. And bro, you keep following what you're doing. The thing is you keep doing what you're doing. Obviously, what you've been doing has led you to success. Keep following that, bro. Like, keep listening to your parents. Like, keep listening to Christ and keep doing that because, bro, you are blazing. You ever see somebody run fast in place? They running fast and going nowhere. That's not you, bro. You are blazing. And believe it or not, were you a captain on your team?
I was.
I can tell, bro. That's why I asked. And there's a reason you were a captain because people look up to you and you're a good role model, a good leader, and you keep that up, bro. Like that's what's up. So who you gonna shout out your high school, man? Who's your partner in crime on the football field?
Shoot, there's too many.
There's too many.
I gotta show love to my linebackers, honestly, because those guys put in some work.
Yeah.
So shout out Taylor Hio. Give him a look.
Let's go.
He's been dominant since a freshman.
That's what's
He's
up.
crazy. So
Okay.
give him a look. Woody, corner. Wyatt Bingham, quarterback, sophomore.
All right.
Those are the guys.
Some G's, man.
Yeah.
It's Mountain Ridge is a good program, man, and I actually think y'all line is legit.
Oh,
For real.
Our line.
Yeah.
You want to get developed? Like go to Mountain Ridge.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. I got love for Mountain Ridge. I know y'all don't know me out there, but Coach Raff is with it. Okay, so mission. Walk me through what you want to do with your life, and maybe the thing is God's gonna do whatever He wants with your life, right? Sure. That's just how it is. But let's just walk me through the next 5 years of your life. What do you see?
Next 5 years. I mean, graduate high school, get my mission call, go out, like just put my heart into it, like share God's love with people.
That's
try
right.
to be that like light in somebody's life.
Yeah.
Then get back, hop on that grind, like I'm gonna ball out at Weber. I'm gonna ball out in the classroom, you know.
That's right. That's right. That's
Football
right.
doesn't last forever. I gotta make sure my wife can stay home with the kids.
That's
you know?
it's beautiful. You know, there was a commercial said that, you know, there's a lot of people that go pro and other things, you know. And the thing is man, you're going pro right now with just the person you are. You know what I mean? And so I think you're magical, man. Like the world is your oyster. Who's your favorite college team outside of Weber? Because that obviously that's your team, but who was your team before you committed?
Shoot. I mean, growing up since I was like young, and it was BYU for sure.
BYU, okay.
And then, you know, switch here and there. Went from BYU to Oregon.
Oh, okay.
Those unis.
Yeah.
And then went to Utah for some reason.
Yeah.
I mean,
No, and you're a hometown kid, and you're going to a great school, man. Shout out to my guy, Coach Q. That's my boy, even though he's at the U, but he was at Weber. But who's your NFL team?
shoot. Chill out. Niners.
They beat my Lions, bro. I like the Niners, but they beat my Lions. I was like, no. No, man. I think when you look back, 5 years from now, it's like, man, 5 years. That's a minute. But you know what, bro? When I was in the Navy, I was on the ship. I was on the USS Ronald Reagan, CVN 76. Man, I'll never forget. Me and like 10 of my boys. I just asked them the question, like, bro, what are we gonna be doing like 5 years from now? And I was saying that as we're coming into port in San Diego. You come into this port from after being overseas, so you're coming in, and we all just kind of looked at each other like, bro, 5 years, and I was like, man, I don't know. So my boy Gumbo, he's like, yeah, man, I think I'm gonna have me a couple kids, get married and stuff, and he came to me, man. I was like, bro, I just want to go to school and I just want to be alive. Like I don't know, but like there's so much more to life than just being alive. Yeah. And I'm glad that you said you have something going on, man. So I think that's pretty dope. Inspiration, man. Where do you get your inspiration from?
Shoot, I mean, I got a bunch of people in my life. Like big family, I got 8 siblings.
Okay.
I got both my parents.
Where you fall in line at the 8?
I'm in the dead center.
Right.
Dead center, man.
It's right in the middle.
I got great trainers. Shout out Total Athlete Training and our beast, Christian Sandoval and Matt Asiata.
Okay.
They gave me a lot of inspiration, just like seeing how they saw me.
Yeah.
Like I was like, oh shoot, I could get there. So
yeah.
But
yeah, man, that's
inspiration comes from everywhere.
It does, man. I get inspired by seeing people just win and just try again. Thing is, man, it's you get guys. I have friends that in the league, friends that been in the league, and you work hard whether you're in the league or not, and you get these things, right? You get like you get caught up in money, cars, jewelry, girls, all these different vices, and at the end of the day, bro, it means nothing. Yeah. Having another, you can't take none of that with you, bro. No one's gonna be like, hey, man, I like. You guys probably haven't seen my guy Hunter. Hey Hunter, man, we remember you from the cars you used to drive, bro. Like your Jordans used to. Nobody's gonna say that, bro. Like they're gonna be like, oh, hey, you remember Hunter? Yeah, that guy was always kind to people. Yeah. They're not gonna care how many cars you had, how many girls you were cool with, or none of that matters, bro. And I think you're on that track. You're good, bro. And the thing is you can have one gold chain and you're like, oh yeah, it's cool. 2, 3, it means absolutely nothing, bro. Jesus had he had his sandals, apostles, and donkey. Like he wasn't, he didn't care about that stuff. And the thing is sometimes we get wrapped up in the materialistic stuff and the glitz, the glam, that it takes us from who we are. It takes us from Christ, right? And here I do have 2 chains on. That's something different. It has the Lord's Prayer and St. Christopher, so I just try to keep that close. So it's kind of crazy. People are like, why do you got 2 chains? My parents passed away, so one is from my mom, and one is from my dad. But it doesn't mean anything, right? Yeah. What means something is what we're doing here, man. So you're gonna be straight, man. My last question to you, man, is as a captain, your coaches was like, hey, this is our guy. There's a reason why. When you're talking about these kids that are in youth league, freshman, sophomore, that look up to you, what would you tell them? What kind of inspiration would you give them?
Shoot. put your head down and work. Honestly,
Yep.
like
Yeah.
some things are given, but everything's earned. Like put your
Bro.
head down and work.
That's deep. That's where it's at. Do you feel like your generation? I know this is a generalization, but do you feel like your generation is like entitled, or do they work hard? Are they misunderstood? Should us adults get better at understanding? What critiques do you have?
Shoot, I think with our generation, it's just like we don't even understand ourselves. Like we're entitled, but like also we just don't understand it because like all our parents like they had to work for their stuff.
Yeah.
You know? Like they went through harder stuff than we did, but everything that we're going through, like we kind of expect like everybody else to understand and like everybody else just to give us an answer. Like
Yeah.
you know, that's not how life works.
Well, that's a good answer, because I feel like when it comes to like my generation, because I'm the generation before you, so I feel like we have to do a better job at being open to being critiqued. You know what I mean? There's things we don't know all the answers, and we're not better than you guys. We make some of the same mistakes. Some of us feel entitled, and so I don't feel entitled. I had to work for everything. And, I was asking one of my bosses, well, two of my bosses, they are some of the most humble guys you could ever meet. And they are Jared Chappell and Steve Zollman, who I love dearly. And I get advice from them. And, I was asking them, like, when you became successful, how did it feel? Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, and bro, the answer I got was, it threw me for a loop. He's like, it was underwhelming. And I was like, what? Like, you're successful? Yeah, and then I understood. He's like, I still had to be a dad. I still had to be a husband, right? I still had to go to work. And I'm like, that makes sense. You know what I mean? And like, even if you go to the next level and go to the pros, you still got to be a son. You still going to have to be a husband and a dad. You know what I mean? And so, I think, to go back to what I asked you, man, I think that, our generation, your generation, we got to learn how to help each other. Because I feel like our generation criticized the younger generation so much, but it's like we need to hold up the mirror to ourselves, right? Do some self-reflection, you know what I mean? So, but no, man, I want to say I appreciate you coming out. You can shout out anybody else you got love for or whatever. But, this has been amazing. So I appreciate you coming. Thank you so much, brother, for sure. This is Coach Raff. I got my guy. This interview was dope. All right. So this is Between the Yards. Shout out to my guy, Hunter. Shout out to Safe Streets. Shout out to all the kids out there that are going to high school, making it work. Shout out to the mom and dads that go to the games. Shout out to the coaches that are good. The ones that are trash, you know what you can do. But y'all know what it is. This is In Between the Yards. Coach Raff out. All right.